Hello.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Tabletop Mentorship Programs Orientation.
Yay!
We're so excited to have everybody here. My name is Grace Kendall. I'm one of the organizers. My pronouns are they, them, and I am a board game designer and I guess organizer of this program.
I am Mike Belsel, and I am also a core organizer and also technical difficulty troubleshooter over here on the Discord. So if I seem distracted, that's where I am.
It's because he is. Well, welcome to everybody. I see tons of people in the chat. This is wonderful. I'd love to hear a shout for anybody if this is your first time in the program or if this is your third time in the program. This is the 7th time we've run this, so feel free to shout out in the chat how long you've been with us. And whether it's your first or 7th time, we're very happy to have you here with us.
Absolutely. Yeah. Oh my gosh, there's so many people here. This is so awesome. This might be our most attended orientation ever. This is great. Okay, technical difficulties are sorted. Fantastic.
Look at all these first timers. Oh, I love it.
Whoa, that's incredible.
Yes, side pony. Hey.
Oh, this is fantastic. Look at all these people. This is great. Yes. Oh, no, thank you for being here. Yeah, this is one of my mentors also mentor. Hope I am. Yeah. All right. Wow, a lot of doubling up on mentors and mentees. That is fantastic. Thank you so much for doing that. And thank you, everyone, first of all, for signing up and taking that first brave step as a mentee and as a mentor. You know, both sides of this can be a little bit intimidating, can be a little bit scary, but hopefully knowing that will make it a little easier for everybody because we're all in the same boat. We're all peers here, and we're all just want to help each other. So. Absolutely. Yay! All right, cool. Should we bring up the slideshow, Grace?
Now is the perfect time to bring up a slideshow. We're going to just do like a brief overview of what we're going to go through today to give you an idea of what this is going to be like, and then we'll dive into some fun details.
Awesome. All right, here we go. Look at that. The Tabletop Mentorship Program Orientation. When you're here, we're doing it. All right, first slide. Welcome to the program. Just to give you a little background, because we do have so many first timers, and those comments are still trickling in, so that's awesome. So we started this back in 2019 to give creators in the community a different opportunity to grow. Networking is one of the most important parts of this industry. As far as getting your projects out there, getting known, and getting things signed or whatever, and it's so hard. To do that, it's almost impossible. You have to basically be super lucky. So this program was started to kind of help facilitate those. One of our favorite pieces of feedback from a past mentee was encouraging people to do it. They were saying, "Sign up, you'll grow your network by at least one person." And really, that's the minimum. That's the goal here. Grow your network, get some good advice, see what's ahead of you before you get to it. Right. So that's all this stuff. We're doing the speaker series. This is all part of our program. We have lots of things to show you. And this is our 7th session. Grace, that's wild.
I know. It's unbelievable. Almost too many.
Yeah. I think the most applications we've ever had.
Absolutely.
So
303 applications for mentees and mentors combined.
Oh, I think you said 903. I was like, that can't be right.
No, 300.
300.
Sorry. I will enunciate.
No, you're fine. It's probably the internet. Okay, great. Let's go to the second slide here.
Yeah. So here's the plan for orientation today. We are going to start out talking about how to begin your mentorship. Sometimes that is the hardest part is like, well, I've got a mentor or I've got a mentee. Now, what am I supposed to do? So that's the biggest part of orientation to me is helping you start on the right foot. So we're going to talk about ways to set yourself up for success, what your first meeting should look like, things like that. Then we're going to talk about the things beyond your mentorship that we have on offer as part of this program. We have tried to create a lot of unique opportunities for you to have other ways to learn and grow your craft in various disciplines. Mike and I both come from a board game design background, but we have a lot of people doing a lot of cool things, whether that's content creation, RPG work, publishing, distribution, all sorts of fun stuff. So we will talk about all of those things. Then we're going to talk about advice and goal setting. So advice from past folks who have shared their wisdom. And if we have time, we'll do a little goal setting workshop. If not, we have a sheet in your welcome packet that you can go through on your own time as well. And then at the very end, we're so excited. We have some past participants that we're going to bring on that are going to talk about their experiences as a mentee, as a mentor, and then you can ask them questions. So if you're feeling nervous or need reassurance or have specific things that you want to know about the experience of being a mentor or a mentee, they will talk you through it.
Awesome. And Hilko asked how many pairings are there in the session. There are 143 pairings. Yes, almost as much as last time. I think last time we had 146?
148.
148?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Yeah. All right, awesome. Cool.
So meeting with your partner, we're going to just dive right into it.
So this is the backbone, the bedrock of our program, meeting twice a month, at least, and at least for 30 minutes. And this is really important. This is how the mentorship, gets strong and continues, and that's how you reach your goals on both sides here. So we ask everyone when they sign up that they're able to meet twice a month for 30 minutes at least, and to do voice or video if you're both able. Obviously, that's not always the case that you can do that, but that will be the best space for a meeting. If anyone who's tried to do anything over email or text, it takes forever. It'll take a 30-minute meeting into a 3-day meeting. So please do voice or video if you're able to do that. Awesome. Go ahead, Grace.
Yeah, so meeting twice a month is non-negotiable. This is like the only hard rule of the program. And we say this just because this is the #1 way to guarantee you'll have a successful mentorship. People who have all 6 of their meetings generally report having a much better experience than people who have 2 meetings and then drop off. So don't feel bad or guilty, whether you're a mentor or a mentee, in holding your partner accountable and saying, this is what we agreed to when we started, and let's go ahead and set up a time for that next meeting. And if you're ever having trouble with your partner not being able to make those meetings or having trouble just in general with the lines of communication, please reach out to Mike and I, because we want to help you succeed with this mentorship. So be flexible when needed. Things happen, life happens all the time that you can't plan for. So give each other grace. And if you have to reschedule meetings, that's totally fine. But we highly recommend that at the end of every meeting, you schedule your next meeting. And then it's okay if you need to change that date. Or if you're like, oh, I didn't get all the things done that I wanted, that's okay. Have the meeting anyway. We encourage you to always have the next meeting scheduled when you finish a meeting.
Absolutely. Cool. So your first meeting, maybe you've had it already, but maybe it's coming up. What to do? Yeah, first things first, right? This is a new relationship. So get to know each other, right? Find out about your partner's life, their interests, what their experience is in tabletop and not, the mentoring styles. That's really important to talk about. We made everybody fill out what kind of mentor style you're most comfortable with. So do you need a cheerleader or can you be a challenger? Talk about that because that's going to be really important for the strength of the mentorship, right? If you need someone to cheer you on, you need someone to say, hey, good job, lots of positive reinforcement, make sure you say that, right? Not everyone is naturally going to be that for you. And it's important to be honest, and please don't feel ashamed or embarrassed or anything, for asking for this kind of stuff. That's what your mentor is there for, right? They have their own style, but they are adaptable, right? And vice versa as well. And then talk about your projects and your goals, right? We paired everyone. Most of our mentors saw everyone's applications, but they may not know exactly what your project is, what your goals are. So definitely mention that. And mention that in the context of a 3-month mentorship, right? You may want to get your game on Kickstarter at the end of the 3 months, but you maybe have done none of the prep before that. So that might have to adjust. That's happened before, and it happens often, and it will happen again. So definitely make sure you keep those 3 months in mind, and your mentor can help you kind of figure that out, right? If you have to scale back or scale up, if you're just like, oh, I just want to make a prototype, that might not take all 3 months, right? So let's add some playtesting onto that, or whatever it is, right? So make sure you talk about your projects and your goals.
Yeah, and look at your projects as well. If you have the opportunity, whether it's your first meeting or your second meeting, if you are partnered with somebody, if you're a mentor and your mentee is designing a game, play test that game. Go ahead and dive in, take a look at it. If you're working with somebody with an art portfolio, pull it up and really look into it. We have heard feedback in the past where people are like, I wish I had shared my project earlier because then I could have made changes sooner. So don't be afraid to make one of your meetings just, we're going to play my game. That's totally acceptable.
That's great.
So these are some key mentoring skills. So these are especially for our mentors, but they work on both sides of the relationship. You want to make sure that you're listening actively to what the other person is saying. People are going to feel it if you are distracted, if you're checking your email during your meeting, if you don't remember what you talked about last time. So part of listening actively can be taking notes, and it can be showing that you are attentive, that you are invested in what's going on. The best relationships are where both parties feel the other is invested in their success and is excited to be building this relationship. And that's why building trust is the second item on this list. You really are building an actual relationship with another human. And sometimes that feels weird through a computer screen, but you are building a relationship. So as far as you feel safe to do so, get to know each other. And trust is something that's going to grow over time. And that's going to allow you to have deeper conversations. And it is also very helpful in making critical feedback kind of comments. Those can be really hard to take at the beginning of a relationship, but the more you've built trust and understanding, the more you know that those kind of comments aren't meant personally, that they really are project focused. So as you build the relationship, you should be able to deepen what you're able to accomplish during your meetings. Determining goals and building capacity is really important. Goal setting is one of the most important factors of this program. Like Mike was saying, sometimes you come into the program with a goal that may not be long-term realistic, especially in a 3-month time period. That time will fly by. So determine goals early and evaluate them often, and then work towards building skills that'll get your mentee to those goals. So if their goal is to play test, then helping them find playtesting groups and scheduling playtests can be a simple but really important and really useful step. So be sure to evaluate your goals as you go and check in with each other. It's okay when goals change, and it's okay when you don't meet what you said you were going to do from last week. Everybody knows that life happens and that we're flexible with each other. So the final note there is to be encouraging and inspiring. And you can just do that by being positive, being supportive, and again, by seeming invested in what the other person is doing, whether it's your mentor or your mentee. You want to have a good energy when you come into your meetings and just build each other up, be there for each other with whatever's going on.
All right, and staying safe and healthy, right? This is a new relationship, and this is important in any relationship. We have our code of conduct. It's on our website. It's in our Discord in the Read This First channel. It goes over all the rules for being in the program. So please make sure you read that, and it's got some resources for you, like the anonymous reporting. And if anything happens, in the Discord, in your mentorship, on Twitter, anything having to do with our community, you are absolutely encouraged to please report this. You can make a direct report to us by emailing us, or you could use our Google form that's in our code of conduct to make an anonymous report. And yeah, point 3 there, email us at any time. We are here to help you. We're here to make sure that you have a great experience and a safe experience. So please don't, feel that you can't come to us for something.
Yeah, I'm throwing our code of conduct in the chat here as well. It is on the About page of our website if you ever need to find it. Or again, you can email us and we can send it to you. I don't know if that link actually worked, so my bad.
That should work.
Okay.
All right, next slide. Oh, go ahead.
So part of staying safe and healthy is taking care of your own mental health. Sometimes people underestimate how emotional a mentorship can be, and it is totally okay to be intimidated going into these relationships. And if you're not, that's awesome and totally fine as well. But you are getting to know a new person and building a relationship with them. And that can be really intense, especially when these are projects that you're so excited about and you're so nervous about. So there are some resources on our website, on our creator resources page. We have a whole set of links for mental health support. And so we just wanted to share a couple of things here with you. There is the Games and Online Harassment Hotline. That is USA only, but it's a free text message based emotional support hotline. So anytime during the hours that they're open, if you need text-based support, you don't have to talk to anyone over the phone, which can also be intimidating. You can just text them and have somebody safe to talk to. Take This is also a nonprofit organization that has a lot of mental health resources that are specifically targeted towards gamers. So there are a lot of resources on their website and a lot of great things that you can reach out to there should you need any support. And we put some of this in the welcome packet as well. So there are a lot of really good resources. Please take care of yourself. And if you're ever feeling overwhelmed and like the program is too much or you just need a break, again, talk to your mentor or your mentee if you can and communicate that. And if you can't, please just come to us and we can help be those negotiators. We're totally happy to tell your partner if you need a break and you can't tell them. We hope that you can tell us. So we're here for you. Whatever you need, please know that we're in your corner and we just want you to be safe and have a good experience.
So what happens if it doesn't work out? And this could be for lots of different reasons, right? It's a pandemic, was a big one last time. But
the pandemic is changing. That is going to be a big one as well as jobs come back and people go back to things.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. So if you feel like, maybe you're missing some meetings or maybe your partners aren't replying to emails or something like that, try to get in, if you can, try to get in contact with them and talk to them and kind of talk about what might not be working. Maybe it's a clash of mentorship styles. It could be lots of different things. But the first step, if you can, talk to your partner, see if you can work it out, right? And then if that's not an option or if that didn't work, again, always please contact us. We, like the slide says, we can't help if we don't know about it. I can't tell you how many times we find out that a mentorship has petered out in the exit survey. And it's just frustrating because, if we were there, maybe we could have helped, or at least we can know about it. We don't always know what's going on in all 143 mentorships. So please contact us. And everyone who's here, everyone who's watching this, I know you're all invested in this. So I know that you'll do that. So thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah, if it's not working out, all these 3 steps. Yeah, Grace, do you have anything to add to this?
Just don't feel guilt and don't feel shame. If it has to stop for any reason, if you need to stop for personal reasons, or if it's a personality clash, we do our best to match everybody up, but we haven't met everyone. And it's very possible that maybe your partner is not the right fit for you. And that is okay. So again, we encourage you to do what you can to build a strong relationship, but do not feel bad if it doesn't work out. We again want to do anything we can to help support you. And if it doesn't work out, you're still welcome to attend our programs, stay in the Discord. We're not going to kick you out of the program just because your relationship with your mentee or mentor wasn't great. There is a question in the chat of where is the welcome packet. I think we can probably find the link for that in the Discord.
Yeah. So Ben, you had messaged on Discord. I replied. It's in the announcements channel, a few posts up. So just go to announcements, scroll up a little bit. I posted the mentee welcome packet and the mentor welcome packet. You'll find it there. So it's also in your email. If you didn't get the email, please let us know because it did have that and probably just about this orientation. I don't think anything else was in there. But
if you didn't get that email, you might not be getting our other emails. And we want to make sure you get this because we will send a weekly check-in to help remind you to have your meetings and stay excited and inspired.
Yeah, and to let you know what's going on, which this will kind of him over. So Ben, hopefully you can find that. Let us know if you did. Okay. Oh, yes. All right. So speaking of beyond your mentorship. So the mentorship is one of the most important parts of this program, but it's not the only part. There are so many ways to learn. And the first way, Tabletop Mentorship Stories. So this is a community blog that we started last session and had a bunch of people sign up to write blogs, blog about their journey, write about it, share videos, share photos. You don't have to be a professional blogger. You can be anybody. And I'm going to actually grab that link to the blog itself so you can kind of see what people have been posting. But if you're interested in that, just shoot me an email or reach out to me on Discord. There's a little bit of an onboarding process to get you signed up for Blogger, which is the platform we use. But other than that, yeah, I totally encourage you to use that because we get so much feedback from people who just like, I want to know about everyone's projects. You know, there's not enough time in the world. But a blog is a great way to keep up with the current mentors and mentees and what they're doing. Cool. So I posted a link in there. Oh, and Ben got the welcome packet. Awesome.
Good work.
All right. Yeah. So again, reach out to me on Discord or by email, and I'll get you an invite to that so you can start typing away, letting us know all about your stuff.
We also are going to have a speed pitching event. We asked about this in your application, and this isn't something most of you will hear about a lot during the program. So I do just want to kind of quickly say our speed pitching event is limited to a very small number of participants. I think last time we had 17 people that were able to participate just because we're limited in how many publishers we can reach out to and how much time we can ask of them. So we are going to be reaching out to the people who indicated that they were focusing on the pitching process for their mentorship. So those are the people we're going to reach out to first. And then if we have more available spots, we will reach out to the larger community. So we know we asked about this on the application. We don't want you to think we forgot about you or ignored you, but it is just a really small number of people that we can accommodate. So that's why it is invitation only. We tried it out for the first time last session. We're still trying to figure out how to expand it. But it is a chance for people who are ready to pitch their board game to a publisher where the game is pretty much done and they're just trying to figure out how to get the next steps, again, with that networking challenge and with no conventions going on. How do I get this game to a publisher and present it to them? So this is like a little kind of track of content almost where we are going to help people work through their pitch and sell sheet and get ready to pitch to actual publishers by the end of the session.
Yep. Yeah, and if you don't hear from us about this, please don't feel bad that you or your game wasn't worthy or whatever. Like Grace said, it's just a limited number of slots. We do have a channel in the Discord under Creator Hub called Pitch Opportunities. So this, speed pitching happens all the time. A lot of online cons do it when they happen, like NunPub or Gamma, things like that. So if you hear about any, please post it in there. And if we hear about them, we'll post it in there as well. So there's lots of opportunities to pitch coming up. Not just us. All right, cool. And Heather O'Neill, who you might know from 9th level, is our speed pitching organizer. She's great, and she's been kind of falling into this role as a speed pitch organizer for Gamma, for NunPub, I believe for Metatopia as well. She's awesome, makes it super smooth, and she's great. So yeah, just wanted to highlight some of the people we're working with this session. Cool. So thanks, Heather. All right.
Yeah, speaking of groups that we are working with, we present a speaker series, which is an educational video series we release every other week on usually Sundays, but always during the weekend. And we present this in collaboration with New Voices in Gaming, which is a wonderful organization who's supporting all sorts of diverse creators in the tabletop community. I think we have more slides on this, which is why I paused.
Yeah, no worries. I just posted the link in the chat.
Oh, sweet. So we have a host. If you've seen the speaker series videos in the past, you've seen Mike and I fumbling our way through introducing people, running the Q&A. We did a very sweet job of it, but we're excited to bring on somebody who is much more qualified and is a really exciting member of the tabletop RPG community, Nathan Blades. Nathan is not only an RPG designer, but also a streamer. And makes incredible video content, and we are so excited to have Nathan as the host for our upcoming videos.
Yeah, this is going to be great. I'm so happy about this. Finally, I can just tune in, you know?
You can ask questions instead of being on camera.
Absolutely. Oh, I'm so going to. Okay. Yeah, and so the speaker series. So if you're not familiar with them, I did put a link in there, 1 hour deep dives from industry experts. And this session, we're still working on some of our guests, but so far we've concerned Sophie Williams from Needy Cat Games, Ruel Caviola, and Kwanchai Moria to all give presentations. The first one is going to be on June 6th at 3 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And Sophie's going to give that, and it's going to be about imposter syndrome.
If you click to the next slide, it'll have the full description, actually.
Oh, it will. Hey, look at that. Hey, awesome. Thanks, Grace. So nobody knows what they're doing. Love that title. It's so good. We had a chance to be on Sophie's podcast a little while ago, and we touched on this a little bit. So when we're thinking of what to start off this series with, Sophie was the perfect person to go to for this. So we're really excited about that. So if you are feeling any kind of imposter syndrome, I signed up for this mentorship program, but I don't actually know what I'm doing, and you're a mentor or a mentee, definitely come to this, get some relief, get some reassurance that really nobody knows what they're doing. We don't know what we're doing. We're doing our best, and that's all we're doing.
All of these videos will be live streamed on YouTube, on our YouTube channel. In the past, they were on the Tabletop Network channel, but this session, they're going to be on our Tabletop Mentorship Program YouTube. And they are all archived after the fact, so you can watch them whenever you have free time on our website, which means you can also watch the previous series as well. Roundtable discussions. We're going to do...
Hold on a second, sorry.
Oh, went too fast.
June. Oh, yes. Thank you very much. We're getting some feedback on a typo here.
I'm sorry.
June 6th. June 6th. Yeah. So June 6th is Sunday. So not June 3rd. Sorry about that, everyone. And thanks for the catch. Appreciate it.
Y'all are so fast and so good. This is part of why we need more people involved.
No worries. We got it sorted. June 6th. Okay. Roundtable discussions. This is something we've been doing for 2 sessions now, and it's a super great time. Some of our mentors who signed up have indicated that they're interested in presenting a roundtable. And what that's going to be, it's going to be a small group discussion on a topic of their choosing, something they're passionate about or experienced in, that you're going to get a chance to sign up for. Last session, we did a sort of ranked choice thing where you'll get a Google form. You'll look at all the workshops that are happening. You'll give us your top 5 choices or so. And then we'll do some magic. And by that, I mean Jeff Beck will do some magic, Jeff from Tabletop Network, and assign everyone to a roundtable. So this is going to be 2 days, June 26th and July 24th. Those are correct dates. And those are Sundays as well. And it's going to be kind of all day. You don't have to go through all of them. Oh, sorry, Grace?
They're Saturdays, aren't they? Yeah, they're both Saturday. Oh, yeah, they're Saturdays.
Yeah, was I wrong? Okay.
Yeah.
Great. They're Saturdays. Cool. The chat's on it.
We're trying to make sure that not everybody some people can't attend Sunday events. We want to make sure everybody gets a chance.
Thank you, Grace. Yes, this question here. They will be added to the Google Calendar. All these events, once they're confirmed, will be added to the Google Calendar. I don't think the roundtables are going to go on our website. Those are kind of closed, right? One thing that's important to know, these are not going to be recorded and uploaded later.
These are live. Yeah,
they're live. They're going to be through Skype. So this is going to be, you got to be there to attend it. But we will try to have a range of times for you. So, if you're in a difficult time zone as a relation to America, in quotes, then hopefully there will be something for you there. Cool. Okay. And they're going to be on all different types of topics, like it says, not just game design, not just content creation, not just publishing. It's going to be a ton of stuff. Cool. All right.
MicroGrants. Just a quick note on this. We give away 3 $100 MicroGrants every month to underrepresented creators in the community. The applications are always open. They're on our website. And it really is, again, interdisciplinary. If you're making anything related to tabletop games and believe yourself to be underrepresented in this community, you are eligible and encouraged to apply. And feel free to spread the word to other cool people. This month, we pick a different organization each month to partner with that reviews the applications to ensure that a variety of projects are properly considered. And this month we've paired with the Creators Catalyst Project, which is an amazing RPG support group that helps nearly finished RPGs become full-fledged, published, fully arted, beautiful masterpieces.
Yeah, they're awesome. We're excited. Yeah, so definitely apply to that if you qualify here. All right, so new for this session. So you first timers, this is all new. But for you second or third or fourth or fifth timers, we've got some new stuff going on. So let's get right to it. Tomorrow, Sunday, May 30th, is Meeps and Peeps game day. You might know Meeps and Peeps. They just had their Meep Up Con a couple weekends ago, and we're so excited to be partnering with them. Carmen has been, who runs Meeps and Peeps, and I believe founded it, was in our program as a mentee and a mentor. Carmen's an all-star, and Meeps and Peeps is incredible. It's this wonderful gaming Discord, hundreds of members, and they do, multiple games every single day. If there's a day of the week, there's a game going on, at least a few. So they're going to run a games day for us, special for the mentorship program, so that y'all can meet each other and play games, right? We encourage you to kind of mix and mingle, and tons of people want more opportunities to connect with each other. So this is going to be an awesome one. So this is not play testing or anything. You're going to be playing published games, just like it's a normal game night, but for just people in this program. Now there's a couple of steps you got to do that. And if you look on our Discord, there is an events games channel, which Meeps and Peeps is heading up there. There is a personalized Discord link for just the members of the mentorship program. If you use that link, you're going to get a special role that will show you the channels for our group. If you're not familiar with Discord, having different roles can allow you to access things that are normally locked to other people. So you'll join their Discord group, and you'll be able to see the Tabletop Mentorship Program stuff. Cool. And I'll post full instructions in the announcements on how to join and what's going to go on. But it's going to be tomorrow at noon, and it's going to run, I believe, until 9 p.m. And this is all Eastern Daylight Time. So 9 hours of games. Drop in, drop out whenever you want. I'm coming in at, I think, around 4:35 because I got work. But but yeah, it's going to be super fun. I'm so excited. So definitely please join us for that tomorrow. Cool. And then Break My Game playtests. This is a oft requested feature of our mentorship, and we're finally doing it. And again, in the spirit of not just doing a fine job ourselves, we have professionals who we are partnering with. If you don't know Break My Game, they are an awesome Discord, and they run playtests every single day. It's incredible. They started, I believe, as an in-person group in DC, and because of the pandemic, they moved online, and they have just grown and grown into this really fantastic Discord. And really great mods and people who run it, Daniel and Matthew. So we're partnering with them. So they're going to do playtests for us once a month. There are the dates right there, June 13th, July 11th, and August 8th. And they're going to be, and this is all Eastern Daylight Time, UTC -4. It's going to start at 10 o'clock. There's going to be 2 sessions, and they're going to be 3 hours each. So 10 to 1, then 1 to 4. And you can sign up for one, the other, or both. And it's going to be so much fun. Yeah, Yuna, I hope I just answered your question about the times.
And we will put, again, all of this information in the Discord, and these kind of reminders for these events coming up will also go out in your weekly reminder emails. So we'll keep you up to date with all the things you need to know.
Absolutely. Cool. All right. You want to talk about this?
No, you can go ahead and talk about this one too.
So Streamyard sharing. So Streamyard is, if you don't know, is a platform for streaming video to YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, whatever. It's what we're using right now. It is a free service with ads. You notice we have no ads, so we pay for an account. One thing we started doing last session was letting some streamers who just wanted to get started, this awesome group of women, girls drinking wine and playing games. If you've seen any of their Twitch streams, they're really fun. And they all met through this program, and they really wanted to stream. And we're like, you know what? We have the StreamYard account. Just stream on us, and it'll be all good until you get your own. And then eventually we were like, you know what? This is working so well. Let's just do this, and let's open this up. So look, if you're a content creator, or you want to be a content creator, or if you just want to do a vlog, or whatever you want to do as far as live streaming is concerned, and you want to have like a professional stream setup, let us know. We'll give you access to our account, and you can just start streaming. But please email us or DM us on Discord, and we'll get you all that info. It's a super easy platform. We're doing this on a web browser. It's not like you need something complicated like OBS or whatever, which is why we wanted to do this. It's a really easy platform to use, so not a lot of mental overhead here. And it works great. We do all our live streaming through it. So totally, if you want to do that, just let us know.
Sweet. And we are going to speed up a little bit here, Mike, so that we can make sure we stay on schedule.
Okay. Okay, the Mentorship Directory. Yeah, so we'll just blow right through this. We're going to put together a directory for everyone in the program. It'll be a Google form. It's an opt-in. We're not just going to throw your information out there. But it'll be a directory so you can find other members, if you want to hire an artist or a graphic designer, or just want to talk to somebody about a certain part of the industry maybe your mentorship isn't so well versed in. You can explore the directory, and people will sign up for this and let you know what they're available to be contacted about, essentially. That's a work in progress. It'll come out the next couple weeks, but keep an eye on the Discord for that.
We said this would happen last time, and it didn't, so we're holding ourselves accountable.
Yeah.
Cool. This is just a note that we are a community program, and if there are any events or programs that you're like, oh, it'd be so cool to have this, I want to have an RPG meetup on Tuesday nights where we all play an RPG together, you can do that. We would love to see you do that. Our Discord is available to you, so if you want us to set up a specific channel for something that you want to put together, feel free to just shoot us a message, and we'd be happy to help you set that up. If you want to just do something, go for it. We have some social channels and stuff you're welcome to use for anything that you think of. In the past sessions, we've had volunteers who have organized regular social chats. If you're interested in doing any of that, let us know. Just go for it.
Yeah. And just for anyone who's been in the program before, we did have some socials last session and the session before that. This session, we're not so focused on making sure those happen. We're doing other stuff, like game day and play testing and all this kind of stuff to encourage community interaction. But if you do want to do that, by all means, please do. Yeah. I just want to address this question real quick from Hilco about game day. So the way that works is you're going to join the Meeps and Peeps Discord, and you can sign up for game slots. I'm going to post full instructions, step-by-step instructions, in our Discord in announcements. So you'll know exactly how to do that. And I'll do that after orientation, if that's all right. Cool.
Yep.
All right, awesome. Oh, yeah. So Chris Anderson, who runs the Board Game Workshop, reached out to us, and a member of our program, past member of the program, and he runs a design contest every year. And this year, he wanted to give away some design entries, some design entries for people, contest entries. I believe it's $5 or $10, I think.
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. But he wanted to make sure that, people who normally wouldn't have the opportunity to submit for a contest like this get that chance. And he wanted to partner with us so we can give these away. We're really excited. Thank you, Chris Anderson, for doing this. Whoops, I thought there was another slide. My bad. So who this is for is anyone in our program
Who hasn't entered a design contest before?
Yeah, thank you. I was trying to look that up. Yeah, who hasn't entered a design contest before, or if the fee is a barrier for you, or if you don't feel like you could enter a contest. Basically, anyone who wouldn't enter for some reason, he wants to make it as easy as possible for you to do that. So he's giving away 10 entries. Just let us know that you're interested in this, and we'll connect you up. The submission deadline is June 13th. So make sure you do that well before then, and that way you can get your entry in. So this is a board game design contest where you're going to get feedback. If you make it onto certain rounds, you might get coaching, and then there's a prize winner at the end. Cool. They're also looking for judges. So any mentors watching this or mentees feel like you might like to judge some of the entries, you can absolutely sign up on their website. I'm going to link that in the chat super quick. So please do that.
And while Mike is putting that link in, I just want to address Anne's comment real quick here about the game day, please add to your instructions what to do if you're already a member of the Meeps and Peeps Discord channel. We will be sure to update our Discord with any information that you need to know, but make sure that you join through the link in our Discord so that you can get that mentorship program role, and that'll connect you with the programs that they're running tomorrow specifically for us.
Yeah, if you're already a member of their Discord, that link won't work for giving you the role. But reach out to Carmen or in the help channel in Meeps and Peeps, and they'll get you sorted out. Sweet. I had to do the same thing because I was already a member.
Good call.
Okay. Julian has a question. Totally free design. The entry to the contest is free. Yeah, normally there's a fee. But Chris is giving away 10 free entries, essentially. Okay. Cool. All right, let's move on.
So, Mike, as a quick check-in here, as we were about to talk about setting yourself up for success, which is going to talk through some of our mentor examples and things, do we need to bring on our mentor and mentee and swap order of operations here so that we don't keep people past the times we talked about?
Yeah, sure. What slides are after this?
Quotes from previous participants in the program, and then information about goal setting.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, we're hitting our mark here, so we should bring on our past mentor mentee, and I think that'll be good.
I think it'll flow nicely.
I think it'll flow great. Okay, great.
We always try and time this orientation out, and then there's always a curveball, which is a delightful joy. So thanks for bearing with us as we figure it out in real time. Again, we're figuring out just like you are. So.
Cool. So we're going to bring on a mentee who was in our program last session, who had a successful experience, to talk about her experience in the program and with their game. Welcome, Pearl.
Hi, Mike. Hi, Grace. Hi, everybody. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming on. We're so excited that you carved out some time to talk about your experiences.
Delighted to be here. This is my first live stream, so bear with me if I seem a little bit jittered.
No worries, you're all good. So we're gonna let you go for give you kind of a solo mode here, and then we'll come back when you're all wrapped up, and we can we'll go and bring in our mentor and then do a Q&A. All right, sound good, everyone?
Awesome.
Cool. All right.
Yeah. So I was a first-time mentee on the program last session, and it's so good I've come back again to sign up as a mentee yet again. So I'm a first-time designer working on co-designing a game with my friend. It's called Cake of Doom. And I didn't really know what to expect last time, to be honest. So I've come across the program, didn't really feel like I knew what I was doing. Came online to have my first meeting with my mentor, Raven McKinsey, and just sort of went from there. And it worked like a dream. My mentor was very supportive and sort of a great cheerleader, which is exactly what I needed. And I felt like I progressed so much more beyond the goals that I thought I would. So when I first came in, my goal was really just to progress my game vaguely, and ended up getting so much further. it sort of went from a place where we had a couple playtests with family and friends, we coerced into playing the game, to sort of a dozen more playtests in designer groups, having a sell sheet, starting social media accounts at Kickoff Doom Game. And I'm now getting ready to join actually the Board Game Workshop Design Contest as well. So I would really encourage all the mentees to really try to make the most of it and try and push yourself and, try and aim high. I also really enjoyed other aspects of the program apart from my mentor. I joined a couple of the speaker events, some of the roundtables as well. And I also sort of lurked now and then, dropping into the Discord and just took part in conversations if some things have caught my attention. Whether that's someone's cute pet or a question about board game design or Kickstarter or whatever it is. And I found those really beneficial as well, not just for knowledge or finding out resources, but also just for expanding my network and just seeing how big the world of board game community really is out there, which is absolutely amazing. And everybody is extremely helpful. Last thing I'm going to say before I stop my mumbling is just to really highlight the point about networking. I really didn't expect to meet so many people on here who I will actually apparently continue to keep seeing as I take part in the community. For example, I was at MeepUpCon that Mike mentioned a moment ago, running demos for the Kickoff Doom game. And I looked at the organizers and like, oh yeah, that's Matthew talking about his Kickstarter. I know him. He playtested my game on the program. Oh yeah, and there's Katie. She's also here demoing her game. And I also met her at the roundtable event of the program. And just the additional few sort of friendly faces in the virtual room just was really helpful for confidence, and also just gave me that little edge in terms of looking for feedback or input from people. So fantastic program. Push yourself to get the most out of it. And I look forward to getting to know you all.
Yay! That was awesome. Oh my gosh, I love that point about the networking and how that it just comes up naturally, right? Because it's such a small community. You'll see all these people again, and then oh, it's so wonderful. Oh, that's fantastic. Cool. So we're going to bring up our mentor from the last session, which is going to be Heather Vaughn, and she's going to talk about her experience as well, and then we're going to go into a Q&A. So welcome, Heather.
Hello.
How are you?
Yeah. So last session was my first time being a mentor, which was really rewarding. My foray into the game tabletop world, I come in via art. I guess I should say that. I'm an illustrator. So I accidentally got into board games, or just game art in general, because my husband was starting a board game and art's expensive. And at the time, I really wasn't doing much professionally art-wise. So I said, heck with it, I'll help you out. And it kind of grew from there. So a lot of the stuff that I would probably be known for is Kids on Bikes, the last unmatched Buffy the Vampire series, all the other Kids on Bikes stuff, like Kids on Brooms, Teens in Space, stuff like that, which are the tabletop RPGs. And the biggest reason I wanted to be coming on and being a mentor is because, especially in the arts, it is kind of hard to find your footing. A lot of creative communities are already small, and they are network based, which can be very nebulous as somebody who's just coming into the space, or maybe even maybe they're an artist already and they've worked in other fields. So wanting to talk to somebody who's interested in getting into the arts as they pertain to board gaming is kind of a big deal to me, just because I had no idea what I was doing. So I was paired with Alex, who was amazing. And we kind of kept things pretty relaxed in our discussions and our meetings. Basically, initially wanted to talk about their game that they were making, and it kind of devolved into just kind of like an ongoing 3-month conversation about what it means to work in this field. Typically, like game art, especially in the indie space, is a hobby market, which makes it very different from, say, being like a professional editorial illustrator or working in publishing or something like that. A lot of the same rules apply, but like, where do they differ? So that was a big thing we talked about. Additionally, just networking, especially in the middle of the pandemic. It's kind of hard to figure out how to meet designers or meet other game artists that could potentially give you throw you a job or just even chat with. So this was actually a really great way to network, you know, in their case with somebody who, you know, has a few connections, and me to meet more people that are looking to get into the space. So we kind of talked about digital art. Is it necessary? Do I need to go have professional training to do this? Do I need specific professional training to do this? The answer is no. Alex was working traditionally and still is, but we were talking about just, you know, new softwares they could try if they wanted to go digital, just to help them. You know, I find personally meeting deadlines working traditionally can be tough. So having more tools in your toolbox to hit those deadlines and stop yourself from going a little crazy and pulling your hair out is like really important, but it's also a lot to get into. And I don't think I realized that until I started talking to Alex about just how nebulous and very personal it is to choose how you want to work. And I think we both got a lot out of our conversations about how it is, how we wanted to approach the games we worked on, how to work in a way that, you know, we enjoyed, but also fit the needs of the games we worked on. That's kind of where we left it. We still talk. Basically, our mentee mentorship relationship turned into just like we chill on the internet now. And I do like to say always that I'm like open to chat with anybody who's confused or wants to just talk shop. And I'm really glad to have met Alex and put them in touch with even like my partner, because I don't play games very much, which I know is like sacrilegious, but I couldn't really advise on the game they wanted to make. And I was able to actually put them in touch with people I've worked with, which was really awesome. So they got, you know, me for art, and then they got, you know, my network of people that actually made games to kind of like talk shop and set up reasonable goals or schedules for, you know, iterating and play testing and stuff like that. So this is like a really cool meeting. And I think we both got a lot out of it, and I'm rambling, so I'm going to stop.
Oh, that was wonderful, Heather. Thank you so much. That was incredible. And you bring up such a good point about pivoting and about, you know, the connections, right? If you're a mentor here in this and you're watching this orientation right now, know that you don't have to be everything to your mentee, right? Like Heather was saying, you know, you probably have a network of your own, or you know of some resources that could help them. And if you don't, use our Discord, right? If you're a mentor in this program, you have access to a mentors only channel where you can ask our batch of mentors for advice or connections or anything like that. Yeah, thank you, Heather, for sharing that. That was wonderful. Cool. So we're gonna go into Q&A here. So please post your questions down there in the chat for Heather and Pearl. You know, what do you want to know about your experience? I know we have a lot of first timers here, and I think we might have to do some switching out. Grace, do you have to go?
Yeah, so I was going to say, while people are getting their questions in, and again, please ask questions. This is such a good opportunity to be able to talk to people who have lived the program, because Mike and I are we know a lot about the program, but we can't be mentors. We can't be mentees. So, these are the people who have lived it and give you real thoughts. I'm going to head out at this point while you all have a wonderful Q&A. I just want to wish you all the best of luck in this program. Again, we're here to support you. So if you ever need to reach out, even if it's just privately to me, feel free to do so. I'm wishing you all the best. And Pearl and Heather, thank you so much for taking the time to come on and answer questions.
Thanks, Grace. Bye.
Bye.
Awesome. So I have a question for you both. What kind of did you expect when you signed up, and how did the program end up meeting or not meeting that? Whoever wants to go first.
Rock, paper, scissors for it.
I'll go if you like. I think at first I viewed it as more of a sort of a one-to-one, almost expecting for no particular reason, almost a little bit of a teacher-student relationship, if that makes sense. And in a way it is, but it's also not. So I'd say it's different in that one, there were sort of things beyond your mentor-mentee relationship. And the other bit that's different is that it's actually, rather than thinking of it as, oh yeah, somebody's going to be on my case, it's more of using that to push myself and making the most of them. So, I was there because I wanted to work on the game, not because my mentor wanted me to work on the game, if that makes sense. So it's really to think about like where the drive comes from and how you as a mentee want to make the most of your mentor. And yeah, the other side, like I said, is just actually there's also a lot of stuff in the program beyond so the one-to-ones. And while maybe not everybody has time for it, or maybe not everybody values that bit the most, don't forget that's also there for you to get things out of as well.
I also went into it thinking it was going to be like a teacher-student relationship, and I was a little nervous about that, just because, as so eloquently put, I don't know what I'm doing. But it very quickly turned into almost like a peer relationship, which was really nice. I am a big proponent of keeping things casual, and I think some of the best ways to learn about the industry is to just talk. Doesn't matter that I have X amount of years experience, and it doesn't matter if somebody has no years experience. There's always going to be something that gets brought to the table just through conversation, which I thought was really, really eye-opening and important. I haven't been new to the field in a couple of years now, and even though I'm active in the field, what's true for me is not true for somebody who's just getting started, which brings value to me, brings value to my mentee, and I thought that was like a really great, like, kind of symbiotic relationship. Keeps me fresh. It keeps them from potentially walking into the same pitfalls I fell into. And I really enjoyed that. I looked forward to like chatting with my mentee like every time we had a meeting, because it was a nice way to kind of just like, have your finger on the pulse of what's going on in the industry.
That's awesome. Oh, those are wonderful stories. Manuel asks, as a first-time mentor, one of the mentees is also a mentor, which makes me very reticent to ask questions the mentor's only channel because I get to see them. That's a really great point. Is there a safer space to do so? You are the first person to bring that up. So I don't have an answer for you right away, but I will think about that and I'll get back to you. Thank you for that question. Okay, cool. This is one for you guys. So Christopher asks, how can us as mentees help our mentors feel comfortable in their role? Interesting question.
I think Alex, when we were talking, mentioned once or twice like they felt bad that they didn't have anything to show, and I was very quick to just be like, listen, this is your show. This isn't school, and I was just kind of very much made it my goal to be like, listen, I'm here for you, and if you have nothing to show this week, or even when our meetings kind of shifted away from the initial like we're gonna make a game to just learning about the industry, it was like, listen, if you have something to show me in 6 months, drop it on my Twitter. You don't need, we're not under a time constraint. It's not like we're done talking when this is over. So I think just making sure that when you talk to your mentee that, you're checking in a lot, making sure that they're getting out of it what they need to get out of it. Kind of really helped to make sure that everybody was on the same page and felt comfortable, to ask me questions, because they weren't putting me out. I was there. I'm happy to chat. I think that was important to keep checking in on and reiterating about.
That's awesome. And what you're saying gets at the larger point of just being honest, right? Like you said, like, oh, I don't have anything to show, I shouldn't go to my meeting. No, that's, now your meeting's about that. Why didn't that happen? What, and that it's okay, right? Everyone's going to be like that. So absolutely, just if you want to help your mentor feel comfortable, just be honest with them, let them know what you need from them, and that'll prepare them for what they need to do for you. Pearl, did you have anything to add to that?
No, I think I definitely agree with that. I think maybe on the flip side a bit as well, speaking as the mentee, your mentor is probably not always going to have an answer. Like, they're not going to wave a magic wand to solve all your problems or questions. And that's fine as well. Like these guys have said, it goes both ways, and hopefully acknowledging that makes everybody more comfortable.
Oh, that's a great point. That's an absolutely great point. Awesome. We're going to fly by. There's lots of questions here. Thank you all for hanging out. Really appreciate it. So Lawrence just asks, do judges have to be publishers? Oh, I think this is for the Board Game Workshop contest. No.
Yeah, I was actually a judge once too. I just draw pictures.
Awesome. Yeah, I was a judge too. I was nobody. Awesome. Okay. Mac, what surprised you most about the mentor-mentee experience?
I'll take this. It was a lot of fun. I thought honestly that I was going to be like terrified, and I talked too much, I think. And I thought I was going to ramble at whoever I was matched with and just like spook them off from wanting to be involved. And I think it was. I was pleasantly surprised that it became like we're buds now, and I'm really excited I was really excited to be able to like kind of like hook them up with people I knew and stuff like that. That was the biggest surprise. I really thought I was going to be like having to like keep a leash on myself and be like, all right, Heather, you're talking about art. Calm down.
Yeah, I would really echo that. You kind of stole my answer. It was fun. I generally got along with my mentor. We still in touch. I have her on Twitter, and we had interests in common. Like, she was a person, I'm a person, and it's like meeting anyone else in any other way. So don't forget to enjoy yourself.
Great, and I should get that tattooed. That's such great advice. Don't forget to enjoy yourself. Right? This is supposed to be a fun, good experience. Okay, let's see. Elisha asks, is there a good space for conversational board games in terms of playability and acceptance by community members? Yes, our Discord. Specifically, though, for conversational board games, I'm not sure. Are any of you aware of a space like that?
I don't really play games, so.
Yeah.
Not specifically for that, but I'm sure there are places where you can find
that. Yeah, that's a good point. You know what? Pop that in the Discord. Our members are full of people from all walks of life, designers, artists, graphic designers, and people who make any kind of game that you can possibly think of. So yeah, please put it in there. But also, if you want to do a play test for your conversational board game, if you worry that it might be too outside of the mainstream, we've got a play test day. And that's going to happen 3 times over the session. So sign up for that. It's totally welcome. Welcome there. All games are welcome there. Cool. Okay. I hope that helps. And hope you get some good resources from our Discord. Manuel asks, what should I do if the mentees don't have a clear goal in mind or a very vague one?
I mean, honestly, I think you get a lot out of just chatting. I think it's you're gonna find a thread to pick up, even if you're just talking about the industry. My mentee, it was a little nebulous. Like, we talked about a lot of things. The end goal was just that I was able to give some information, honestly. So I don't think if there's not like a solid thread to begin with, you'll find one or a few. So just keep chatting about, questions will naturally arise, I think.
I find it really helpful as a mentee too. There was no super clear 3-month end goal, but often at the end of the conversation, we'd be like, okay, so is there anything I want to do by our next chat? And that could be quite a small goal, I want to have at least done one more playtest on the idea we just talked about. And if that comes naturally, then maybe that's a good way to sort of keep checking yourself.
That's great. And as a mentor, if you feel like maybe your mentee's struggling, right? Like if they can't think of a goal and they feel pressured to have that, that's goal number one then. Goal number one is make a goal, right? If that's what they need to succeed, then just help them with that, as a mentor, you should be able to guide them through kind of figuring out what they want. I know from our side, from reading the applications, a lot of people signed up with very specific goals, right? Almost dates attached to them. But some left it kind of open, like you're talking about. So just kind of talk through with them, see what they want to get out of the program, what you can help with. Or like Heather said, just have a chat. Those threads will pick up naturally. It's great advice. Diego, should we find a separate platform for our meetings with our mentors? Or could those take place somewhere in the Discord group? Yes. I don't know if either of y'all have used it, but we have private meeting rooms in our Discord. There's 3 rooms there, so feel free to use those. They're capped at 2 people or 3 people, depending on which one you use. So people won't be hopping in. You can have a private meeting, a safe space to meet with your mentor or mentee. But other than that, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I just used Discord. We just became friends on Discord and then Twitter.
Nice. Awesome. Hatchling DM, is there an opportunity to publish your work through the program? Not currently. We have a lot of ideas. That is kind of one of them. We talked about that a while ago, but obviously that's a huge undertaking. But no, not currently. There is not a way to publish through the program. But if you're interested in publishing, you can absolutely use our resources like our speaker series, our Discord, to ask all these amazing creative people who have signed up for this program with the very specific intent of helping people, right? So you'll never find a more willing group of people to look at your Kickstarter, look at your rules and all that good stuff. That's a good point, Josh. If you're on Discord, you can connect with your friends and let's just do a direct call. You don't even need our Discord to do that. So that's a good point. Let's see. I'm just going through to see if I missed any questions here. Okay. So Zom asks, how often did you meet up? So this is a question for you, y'all. Did you feel like you would have preferred more or fewer meetups? It's a good question.
Go ahead.
We're all very polite. We did every 2 to 3 weeks, so we just set dates at the end of each meeting, and sometimes it was a little bit longer because of whatever time suits. I would say take into account the time zones as well. So me and my mentor both worked 9 to 5 weekdays, and US, UK time zones. So find a way that works. Definitely. I think that worked quite well for us, which is why we didn't change it. But occasionally we would also exchange some messages on Discord, on Twitter, in between if we have a specific thing in mind, like I sent her something to look at once ahead, for example. But yeah.
We stuck to so I think prior to our first meeting, we set up kind of like a schedule going out till the end of the mentorship program, with the understanding that, we'll try to give each other 24 hours notice if something were to change, because we were working through time zones a little bit. And for all intents and purposes, we kind of stuck to that outside of like maybe 1 or 2 deviations. But then I also was like totally fine with them reaching out to me on other platforms. Like I sit at this desk all day and I draw. So I was like, I'm here. And I'm wasting time on Twitter, posting memes anyway. So I was like, if you have a question and it's not our designated meeting time, please don't feel like you have to hold on to that question or wait to show me something. If like, send it to me. If I don't get back to you right away, nothing personal, I'll get back to you when I see it, but probably I'll get back to it almost immediately because I live on my computer. And so, yeah, it was kind of like we had our formal like touch base meetings, tried to do twice a month. And then outside of that, it was just, you know, we'd shoot each other a message on Discord or Twitter, just be like, hey, I had a question about XYZ, or, oh, you know, they bought their, a graphics tablet and they're like, oh, let me show you. So that was fun. But yeah, we kept it, we kept our like solid dates, and then, you know, if something came up between, but I didn't think it was too much or anything like that. It felt natural.
Awesome. That's great. And kind of keeping in with that line of thought. So did you keep in constant communication with your mentor and mentee, or was it just every 2 weeks? And I know you touched on this a little bit already.
Yeah, that was basically it.
Yeah.
That's what we did. That's basically what we did.
Same for you, Pearl?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. And as we're talking about this, I do want to say these are awesome experiences, and I'm so happy that you both have had them. If you're watching this as a current member of the program and you're not having that experience where you're chatting all the time, or you're not meeting out, you're not exchanging messages outside of the meetings you're having, don't worry about it. Talk about what you want to get out of the program as a mentee and a mentor, and also what you are able to give to your relationship, right? It's super important. If you're like, look, I have a really busy job, I've got kids, which is a huge, obviously it takes a lot of time to have kids, and I can't really do like, Discord messaging or a lot of emails or things like that. And I really only signed up and can do this, our bi-monthly meetings. As long as you know that going in and you're both okay, then you can't be disappointed, right? Just make sure you have those honest conversations with each other about intent and what your schedules is like, right? Everyone is totally different. You might be paired up with someone who's, freelancer or has all the time in the world to talk and answer questions and emails, things like that, and that's great. But it's also great if you're paired with someone who's really busy but decided to devote some time to this program and to you. Please recognize that anyone who's in this program is donating their time and making some kind of a sacrifice to help you with your project and your goals. So just respect the time of your mentor and your mentee as well. As you can tell, I also like to ramble. Okay, I think we're going to wrap it up in a second. Let me just check, make sure there are any more questions. Okay. All right, so this might be the last question here. So Steven says, first-time mentee. Welcome, Steven. Just beginning the game design process and fully not anticipating having a finished product at the end of 3 months. Is applying for the program again common? New mentor. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes. Is applying for the program again common? Yeah. Tons of people in this session are second time, right, Pearl? Second time mentees or second time mentors. We've had that's a really interesting question. We've had at least one person that has been in every single session we've had as a mentor. It's incredible. So yeah, no, absolutely. Applying again is totally allowed. It is absolutely encouraged, especially if you're a mentee signing up as a mentor. That is my secret goal for this program, is to turn all our mentees into mentors and just have a cycle of teaching, which is really kind of how mentorship works anyway. So I really don't have to do much to do that. But yeah, please apply again. You're absolutely welcome to do it. It's not a guarantee that you'll get matched again. But if you do, you'll typically get a new mentor. Yeah. Oh, your last question there. Yeah, you'll typically get a new mentor. Because if you are a mentor of the program and you've got your mentee and it's working out great and the 3 months is up, some people decide to keep going. It's not all the time, but definitely, like Heather's saying, like, you can always reach out to me. That does happen in this program. So you might not even need to sign up again. It's up to you. But cool. You know what? On that thread of questions, Pearl, is there anything as a second-time mentee that you're kind of looking forward to here?
Yeah, I'm still coming up with a slightly different goal this time. So last time, very focused on game design. This time, trying to look at other sides of the industry. So looking at steps to self-publishing it. So very excited to get started with my new mentor on that.
Awesome. Fantastic. Well, I think that is all the questions. Pearl or Heather, is there anything else, kind of last words you want to say to people as we wrap up this orientation?
I think I kind of covered. I mean, I just draw pictures. If anybody ever wants to reach out to me and talk shop about drawing pictures for games, I'm on Twitter.
Pearl, any parting wisdoms for us?
Just enjoy yourself and look forward to meeting more of you.
Awesome. Well, Pearl and Heather, thank you so much for coming on to talk about your experience. It was invaluable. And I know a lot of people feel more comfortable. I know if I was signed up, I would feel way more comfortable about this new scary thing I was about to enter into. So really super appreciate it and your time.
Yeah, thank you for having. It was fun.
Mike.
Absolutely. All right, so we're going to say goodbye to Heather and Pearl. And we're going to continue on for just a minute, but thank you again, and we will see you around.
Bye.
Bye.
Awesome. Okay, so yes, thank you so much. We're about to wrap up here. I just have a couple more slides. I just want to show you. Good luck. This is the beginning of your mentorship, and we have tons of resources available for you on our website, and I'm going to actually post a link to that in the chat here. But please don't feel bad if you don't do everything, right? You signed up for a mentorship program. You didn't sign up for the speaker series, the roundtables, and all this extra stuff we do. That's really icing on the cake. If all you do is your mentorship, that's totally fine. I know that time zones are hard, schedules are hard. You know, we have things that are consistently on the same times on weekends, and if you can't make those, you know, then it can feel like such a bummer. We do try to make as much as we can available later, so you don't miss out completely on kind of the things we offer. But please don't feel bad if the mentorship is all you do. And I'm going to put a link to this slideshow, so you can look at this later. There are some slides that we skipped, just advice from past mentees and mentors, and a goal setting. I recommend if you are unsure about what your goals should be, check that out and do this goal setting exercise, kind of a solo thought exercise there. Cool. And join us for a social. If you're not in the Discord yet, email us so we can get you that link. It should be in your welcome packet. It should be in your emails that you've been getting. We're all going to go to the Discord now in the social voice channel, sort of have a chat. We're going to do a little tour. If you're new to Discord, I totally recommend checking this out. I know it can be overwhelming, and we have a ton of channels and things to look at, and it could all be super overwhelming. But please join us so that we can kind of dispel all that, and you'll become a Discord expert in no time. And then we'll just hang out and chat for a little bit and get to meet each other. Don't forget to sign up or to come to game day tomorrow. Like I said, I'll put instructions in our Discord for you how to do that. It's going to be super fun. I can't wait for that. And that is it. That is the last slide. Cool. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for coming to orientation. You're all superstars. Really appreciate it. Grace and I are so excited for this session. As it's the last of the year, and we're going to take a break to kind of reorganize things. You know, this is the 7th session in a row we've done without a break, and we really need one. But we're going to come back with a great, bigger and stronger, as they like to say. Yes, thank you, everyone. Appreciate the nice comments in the chat here. And really, I just want to reinforce, if anything is going on, please reach out to us. You know, let us know if there's anything we can do to help you or support you in your mentorship. Please reach out to us and let us know. As past mentors and mentees can tell you, we're very open to feedback. We're very open people, and we do just want to help. I mean, it's the whole reason we started this mentorship in the first place. So yeah, just reach out to us, and please have a wonderful time. As Pearl said, have fun. All right, it's a great note to end on. All right, everyone. I'm going to sign off here. I'm going to leave this up for just a second because there is a delay. But join us in the social voice channel in the Discord. And if you're not sure how to figure that out, type anywhere in the Discord and I'll find you. We'll get you there. All right, everyone. Have a wonderful rest of your day, wonderful weekend, and we will see you soon. Take care, y'all.